Hi, this is Eric Robert from GlassEtchingSecrets.com. Welcome to my third and last video of this series. I just wanted to thank you and everyone else that shared the same interest and the hobby that really excites me. It's great to kind of be able to get a group of like-minded people together in sort of a community, which is one of the goals I had for this site. To this day, I am still finding new possibilities of what you can do with etching that I'd like to share. But first, I'd like to give you some tips and to share my views on high-priced equipment that companies charge. So to introduce you to this information, I wanted to share a story of how I got started. First of all, I always enjoyed the arts and crafts market, and I really wanted to become an entrepreneur. So what happened was I saw this company advertise their equipment in an entrepreneur magazine, and immediately I became very passionate about glass etching because there's so many different things that you can etch and personalize. The company marketed their equipment very well, and I was about to fork over thousands of dollars when I didn't even really know what I was getting into. I estimated with all the equipment, such as sandblaster equipment, stencil cutters, air compressors, patterns, and other supplies, that I was going to spend about $10,000. Then luckily reality sunk in and I didn't make that impulsive buy. So that's when I began looking for inexpensive solutions that would still provide professional results. So that's when I found out all this information and I decided to start up the Glass Etching Secrets site because I know that other people would probably want to know this information like I wish I had when I started. The plan was to help people not only learn how to etch glass, but to also show solutions how to save thousands of dollars on equipment and to save a lot of time cutting stencils and etching your glass. Plus, this will kind of help me meet my goals of becoming an entrepreneur. Now, don't get me wrong, expensive etching equipment companies do provide quality equipment, well, at least for most of them, because I actually heard some bad feedback stories from other people. Typically, you do get what you pay for, and for some items, I recommend that you buy these high-priced versions because it will actually save you some money in the long run. What some people don't know, though, is inexpensive equipment works good enough for most people if they know the solutions and the combinations of items that I'll talk about in a little bit and share in the members area. Now, people typically get into etching either for a hobby or to start a business. Traditionally, if you start a business, you should get the best equipment, but for my view in this industry, you should start out small with inexpensive equipment and then kind of test out the market first. The reason I say this is because I've been seeing so many people end up selling their high-priced equipment because the business failed due to the high prices. Then when your business does start to thrive, you can upgrade to the better stuff and have the inexpensive equipment as backup. And my goal is to help you thrive. If you go through my information of solutions, I can say that there are chances that you don't even upgrade. The solutions I've been using lately not only save me a lot of money, but I actually prefer using them. With that said, if you are etching for a hobby, I think you'll agree that low-cost solutions are probably just right for you. So if you are unaware, back in 2011, I ran a survey asking people for feedback on my ebook, and the results were amazing, and it instantly excited me to kind of continue showing people more information on how to etch glass with all these different techniques, and to show all these very inexpensive solutions to help save you a lot of money. What I also found was that things changed in the ebook at times, and sometimes it became outdated. So I decided to make it easy to get updates to the ebook and kind of expand on this information. And I'm doing this by opening up my new Glass Etching members area. I would like to talk more about what's inside and how you can become a member. So the members area first starts out with my original Glass Etching Secrets ebook, which hundreds or maybe even thousands of people have read and continually thank me for. I will be providing this free to all the members, which gives you the basics of how to etch glass with tutorials for both sandblasting and cream etching. Plus, it gives you my money-saving tactics and processes to help you create advanced glass art. It also covers all the advanced solutions to make stencils with professional patterns and shows you processes to help save you a lot of time and frustration because cutting stencils can be a pain. Then I'll introduce you to the rest of the information in Module 1 in the members area, with numerous do-it-yourself guides, tutorials, and videos which gives you creative ideas. These are kind of like the complementary videos to the ebook and greatly expand on this information because I've gotten hundreds of questions from people wanting to know more and more. So I extended this information onto my members area, which gives you more information and more money saving advice. Now, what I did was I divided Module 1 up into a few different sections listed below. So for the first section, I talk about sandblasting, and this will cover all kinds of information that you need to know and to get started properly. The first video will talk about the process and the basics with all this inexpensive equipment that I've researched. The second video will talk about a standards guide, and this will talk about all the air pressure settings, the tip sizes and types, the different nozzle configurations, the abrasive types and grit sizes, and then I'll talk about blast and distance and air compressor information to help you get set up. The third video will talk about abrasive containment and sandblasting cabinet solutions. This will give you ways to recollect the abrasive that you use. The fourth topic will show you my sandblasting plans with all these different sources of ways that you can make your own cabinet inexpensive and save a whole bunch of money. And these are actually very easy to make. The last topic in the sandblasting section will give you videos from start to finish how to sandblast glass. And I'll talk about the stenciling process and the pressure pot that I'm using. The next section will talk about chemical and cream type etching. The first video will give you all the information about cream and acid etching processes that you should know. The second video in this section will talk about a video tutorial of how to etch glass with cream that gives very good results that most people see. The third video will talk about my 2 different secret techniques of drastically improving cream etchings so that they stand out and make people really actually see them. Section 3 will briefly talk about rotary engraving with a tutorial, plus I'll share my source of abundant and very unique patterns that I really recommend for engraving. I think you'll be shocked at all these patterns that you see. They're really, really cool. In Section 4, I'll be showing you a video tutorial of how to actually make great glass etching stencils to use. And this is the very basics, but in Module 2, we'll even get into more information about that. Section 5 will provide you some extra information about creative etching tutorials, and I'll give you a video that shows you how to cut glass properly and easily with a very smooth edge. Okay, so right now what I actually did was I drastically reduced the price for my membership area because I want to help out as many people as possible with this information and still sort of meet my goal of becoming an entrepreneur. Below this video you will see my lowered price, and this is the only place that you can access the discounted price, which will be available for a limited time only before the price is raised back up. So right now, just go below this video and click the bright orange add to cart button, and I hope to see you on the inside. I think this information will help you whether you're a beginner or have been in the industry for years for all these different glass etching techniques such as cream, sandblasting, and engraving a little bit. Plus, there's also a 60-day money-back guarantee so you can try it risk-free. So there's really no reason for you not to become a member. But that's not all, because for signing up, I'm also giving you the following bonuses. One is Advanced Etching Techniques and Strategies Guide, which gives you an overview of all these different techniques and gives you a little step-by-step tutorial. The second one is my graphics software free guide, which shows you how to get software free to design your glass etching stencils. And this saved me over $700, and I think it will help you too. The third one is the Graphics Vector Software Free Guide, which shows you how to create your own vectors from free software, and this saved me $600. The fourth one will show you links to hundreds of free designs that I use, and it will give you links to resizable vector logos that I've checked out. And in the sixth bonus, it will give you a guide on etching all these different types of glass. It will give you some information on what types of glass that you can etch with all the different solutions. When you do sign up for the monthly membership site, you'll be conveniently billed every 30 days and then receive a new module. There is also no obligation either, so you can be a member as long as you like. So I want to get into some of the other topics that we'll cover in some of the next modules. In Module 2, we'll talk about all these advanced stenciling techniques with designing tutorials and patterns, because this is the foundation to create a great etch glass. It also discusses all the different stenciling processes that you can do, which is packed with tutorials on tracing and transfer methods, the print-on stencil method, craft cutters, vinyl cutters, photoresist, software for designing and creating vectors, unlimited sources of the best patterns I've seen that you can actually use for free. Then I'll talk about stencil materials and a list of places that you can buy these, plus another sand carving tutorial. Module 3 will go into all the different etching techniques that you can do. Plus we'll give you tutorials on combining cream with sandblasting techniques to make stuff very unique and really interesting. Then I'll talk about tutorials for both single stage, double stage, and multi-stage sand carving techniques. Later, I'll talk about how you can easily fix abrasive flow problems with your sandblaster because I've been having so many people ask me questions on that, and I have simple plans and solutions on how to fix this. Then we'll talk about artistic sandblaster nozzles. I'll give you 2 different plans of how to make these 2 different nozzles without spending hundreds of dollars, and this will allow you to do shading techniques and sand carving techniques. Plus, I'll give you my plans on making your own sandblaster if you actually wanted to make your own. Then I'll go into LED etching tutorials and how you can actually make your own LED glass display to really light up your glass. Plus, we'll give you tutorials on etching ceramic mugs and etching mirrors with all these different techniques. For example, one of the techniques I use is actually use a mirroring process that adds mirror to your etched glass, and it really makes things pop out and look really cool. Then I'll get into all these different paints that you can use to combine with your etchings to make them really stand out. And some of this stuff is really cool, and I give you low-cost sources of where to get this stuff. Then in some of the later modules, I'll talk about photo etching and how to do it with free software so you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. And then we'll talk about how you can actually enhance your photo etchings, which is also called the halftone process. Then we'll get into a little bit about shade blasting and how to make your etched glass glow. And then that's what I have planned for my modules to come. And if you have any other ideas for the membership area, you please let me know, and I'll update the membership area as much as I can. So with that said, that's all I have for you. I'd hope to see you inside. Please click the link below, sign up for the membership area, download all my material, and I hope that helps. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.